refreshing double overtime game. First double overtime game we've had in a decade.
Oh, wow. You know, it was one of those positions tonight. I think our team came in and we talked about imposing our will. And, you know, these are two teams that are going through a lot of the same thing. They've got a new coach and they're running a new system and they're battling hard. And there's ups and downs with that. And, you know, I never like to say it's a must win, but, you know, it's one that when it got into the overtimes, I felt like we just had to will our way to win it. And, you know, numerous amounts of players did different things. I haven't even seen our final stats, but Asia Williams was a beast on the boards for us at different times. And we were trying to actually even use that as part of our offense.
Yeah, Asia with 15 points and 9 rebounds, as you mentioned, 5 on the offensive end. And really made a couple of the key plays throughout the game. I thought that pass at the end, and talk about that entire sequence. You decide to not go with a timeout after Lakivi gets the rebound, ends up in Asia's hand. She finds Sandra wide open. Talk about that.
Yeah, you know, in that situation, it was one of those where we had the possibility to call a timeout, but if we had something kind of going in a flow, this team just right now is kind of finding a way to be able to make some things happen in that situation. And you know, Kiwi comes down, we give her a great look, and she's so unselfish as a player. She knows it's gonna be better if she gets a pass up. And I can't talk enough about Asia finding Sandra on that. And, you know, again, there were several of those plays that were just play after play after play where our backs were against the wall, and I was so proud of our whole team and coming together and making those plays and not relying on one individual player, but relying on the strength of the team.
And again, Asia, at the end of double overtime, she gets the offensive rebound on Chelsea's miss, push it back in, and then the 2 free throws at the end. Just elaborate more on what Asia did for you tonight.
Well, you know, I think that she's a tough matchup for them, and you know, we talked like we didn't want to get into a 3-point contest with this team because we're probably not going to win that, just because that's what Boston College is, and we have so many other things. I think we shoot it well, and we shot it well tonight. I mean, we hit 9 threes, they hit 9 threes, but you know, our post game I thought was a strength for us, and you know, our athleticism. I thought at times we really played to that. You know, I thought our defensive effort and our defensive game plan was phenomenal tonight. You know, and I can't talk enough about our staff and our players and our prep for coming into it and being ready.
All right, Coach, this last question. Talk about just the resiliency of your team. You're only down by 4 at half after 3 of your starters have to go to the bench because of foul trouble. And then right when you take the lead with 4:22 to go, they come down and hit 2 threes back-to-back and take a 4-point lead again. Just talk again just about that resiliency for your squad.
Well, you know, we talked at halftime. Like, we said, hey, you know, that's 20 minutes, and we had some really good things, but it wasn't our best basketball. And we had a little bit of some different lineups that aren't used to playing with each other, and we were only down 4. And we felt like Boston College had showed us Boston College. But we don't really feel like we had shown them what Wake Forest was about yet. So we really emphasized that and kind of kept them up and excited about, you're right, Coach, we haven't really played our ball yet. So I thought the second half we were able to kind of stay positive with them on that. You know, they get back into games, and not that we were ever in control of the game, but that's what they do. They hit back-to-back threes, they hit quick threes in transition. And after that first overtime, we talked about the only way they scored was in transition. We had to make a change, and you know, our kids constantly talking to each other on the floor tonight. I saw a lot of great things about our team coming together, and that was great for us in the growth and the progress we're trying to make.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much, and go Deeks.